Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine. Today's topic is regarding what kind of a wife and spouse would you be? There are three piles. The timestamps for each pile will be in the comment section in the description box below. If the readings resonate, please feel free to subscribe, and let me know in the comments. I again want to thank everyone for all the support I've received. It's greatly appreciated. I thank you for clicking on this video today, and hopefully the readings in this video will resonate with you as well. And also, if you'd like, you are welcome to go back to the channel after this and check out other topics and other readings. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into the readings today. Welcome, Pile 1, to your reading regarding what kind of a wife and spouse will you be. I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards for you. We're going to identify those cards, and then we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. So the first card I'll use is the Six of Wands. It's followed by the Queen of Swords, which is followed by the Knight of Swords, and then the Nine of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the fifth and final card out. Knight of Cups is the bottom of the deck energy. So first and foremost, what I'm getting is with the Six of Wands and the Queen of Swords coming out first to represent the kind of wife you will be and how you will be viewed as a wife and spouse. You may be well known. Even if you're not well known now, you may be well known going forward. I say that because the Six of Wands is a card of public recognition. So this means that you're, as a wife, you will be seen. You will have some sort of a career, or your marriage will be in some sort of a dynamic where people are able to see you and your spouse together. Even if this is just like a small community, or even if you work in a sector where you're having to deal with the public, like a public service sector. Like you could work in the judicial system, like the legal system. You could be a politician. You could be a therapist. You could be a writer, because with the Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords, 9 times out of 10, this public recognition card is also suggesting that you're going to be famous or well known, or be someone of power. But it could be healing, right? Because with the Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords energy, this is the energy of of a female energy specifically, who works in a sector where she's using her voice. So you could be a well-known speaker. You could be an author. You could be someone that's considered a high up and successful therapist or psychologist, someone who works with the mind, someone who, again, if with a Queen of Swords, it could be authority. So you could have some sort of a career where you're seen by the public and you hold some sort of power and decision-making abilities. As a wife, your husband is going to view you as someone with the final word. So you will have a lot of influence and power and authority over your husband in your marriage. It does not mean you will rule him, because with the Queen of Swords, you're more than likely only going to be attracted to someone who's equally as powerful as you and authoritative as you, or someone that's more so. But even still, your husband is going to hold you to a high regard. How you feel and what you think is going to play a big role. So this might be a situation where your husband does not take action, he doesn't move, he doesn't make decisions without consulting you. You're seen as someone who sets boundaries. So you will be viewed as a spouse that does not play. You will be very non-tolerant when it comes to people crossing boundaries concerning your marriage and home life. You're going to be seen as someone who, if someone, for example, is after your husband, like they want to flirt with him or they're attracted to him, people, other women and others will think twice before trying to pursue your husband, because number one, you are seen as the Queen of Swords, meaning you can cut with your words. You will not be afraid to stand up and set boundaries and back people off. But also, your husband will have so much respect, admiration, and you will have so much influence and power over him that they realize it's futile to even approach him in that way, because they already can tell he's not going to take the bait. So you're going to more than likely have a husband who's very faithful and loyal to you, because when you come out as the Queen of Swords, you are highly respected. You are highly regarded. Your decisions, how you feel, how you think, and what you say will be very important. With the Six of Wands coming out, it's not going to just be important to your husband and like your children, but to other people. You're going to have some sort of authority or power over a group of people, or over decision making. You may be well known. If your husband's well known or not, I don't know. It could be possible, but we're asking about you as a wife. You may be someone who is a boss or a CEO, and you're going to basically bring that energy to your marriage. And the reason I say that is because with what's following the Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords is the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, again, is a card of independence, financial independence. The Queen of Swords is an independent energy as well. So you're going to be seen as someone that even though you're married, you're going to be seen as a very independent energy. So you could have acquired wealth and this public recognition and success before you and your husband got together. So you've already been viewed as the Queen of Swords and had this public recognition before your husband even came into the picture. However, you're going to be carrying this into your marriage. So you're going to more than likely already be financially abundant and successful and victorious before you get with your spouse. And people are going to view you as someone who can stand on your own. So, for example, in some connections, the husband has all this power and the wife is relying on him. Like he has to come to her defense, he has to speak up for her, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But in your situation, it's not going to be seen that way. You're going to be seen as your own woman. So even though you're married, you're going to be seen as someone who's independent on your own. You're going to have your own identity. You're going to be someone who can think for themselves. You're going to be someone who speaks up. You're going to be someone who sets boundaries. You're going to be the type of wife where your entire household will rely specifically a majority on your opinion. Okay, your husband and your children. You're going to be seen as someone who runs a very structured and disciplined home. You're going to be seen as a structured and disciplined wife. So even though you're stoic and you're successful and victorious and you're, a working woman, you're going to be someone who maintains a very clean and orderly house. So, everyone gets up at a certain time, food is done. Your husband's clothes are laid out. Your clothes are laid out. You're going to be seen as someone that has a balance where you're able to be this independent individual who makes her own money, who has made her own wealth, made her own name for herself, but you're also able to be a homemaker and be a disciplined mother, a disciplined wife, a disciplined woman. You're going to be seen as a loyal wife. You're going to be seen as a wife that is faithful and devoted to your husband, because Queen of Swords is loyal. She's faithful. She has a lot of integrity. So this is not a woman who is going to run around or be one that's cheating. This is a very honest woman, and she has a lot of pride in herself, and she has a lot of pride and takes a lot of pride in the respect and admiration that is provided to her, and she's not willing to um, risk that. Okay. You are going to be seen as someone who is a powerful manifester with this page of pentacles at the end. You're going to be seen as a wife who brings her own to the table. You're going to be seen as a wife who brings her own money, her own wealth, her own identity, her own success, her own public recognition, her own victory to the table. So even if your husband has all of this stuff, which he more than likely will, because you're the Queen of Swords, and you will more than likely attract in a similar energy, if not more so. So even if your husband has his own, you're going to be seen as someone that, with or without your husband, you are your own woman. You walk to the beat of your own drum. You're going to be seen as someone also that's very creative. And even though the Queen of Swords is a stoic energy and she's usually not in a very emotional energy, with the Knight of Cups coming out at the bottom of the deck, as a wife, you are again still going to be seen as a homemaker, as a loving wife, because the Knight of Cups energy is very creative. It's very romantic and charming. Okay. It's also a card of a beauty. So you're going to be seen as beautiful. You're going to be seen as a very attractive woman. You're going to be seen as a very charming wife, a very attractive wife. People will more than likely feel like your husband has lucked out with you. People are going to see your husband as winning. People are going to see that your husband um, got a winner. Okay, when they see you, you're going to be like a trophy wife because you're going to be well-rounded. You're going to be seen as a wife that has it all. You have beauty, you have charm, you have wealth, you have success. You more than likely have public recognition. So you're famous or you're well respected and well known in your industry. You're seen as independent, you're strong-willed, you're communicative. You are able to, cook, clean, hold your household down and still maintain your own, but you're still loving with this Nine of Cups energy. You still bring love because knights are moving energy. They carry, they move. So you still move and bring love and charm and beauty and balance and harmony to your marriage and for your husband. You still someone who basically can follow your heart and move from a heart space, even though the Queen of Swords is head over heart. With the Knight of Swords energy, the Knight of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck, you can still move from a heart space. So you're going to be seen as a balanced energy. You're going to be seen as someone that is very, um, you're going to be seen as, what is the word I'm looking for? So, for example, before you marry your husband, you will probably be seen as someone that is a high valued bachelorette. So, people with the Queen of Swords, she can oftentimes be kind of reserved and a bit private about her affairs and what she, in her personal life. Even with this public recognition card out here, people will see your success and see your individuality and identity, but they may not be able to know a whole lot about your personal life. But you'll be someone that is viewed as maybe detached, right? So maybe before you even get married, people will watch and wait and can't wait to see who you end up with because you have a winning energy. So people will feel like whoever gets you, whoever you end up with is lucky. And people are going to be interested in seeing who you choose because the Queen of Swords energy is very choosy. She's very decisive. She's very she's very stern and sets a lot of boundaries. So she's not someone that's going to put up with a lot. So this is a woman that's going to choose a spouse and accept only a spouse that's going to provide the best. Someone that's going to respect her. They're going to be loyal and faithful. So I think whoever you end up with, they're going to be seen as, you're going to be seen as the prize, right? You're going to be seen as a prize in your marriage. You're going to be seen as someone who any man would be lucky to have you, and your husband is lucky to get you. You're going to be seen as someone that's one in a million. Okay. So people are going to see you as a very successful wife. You're going to be seen as a wife that brings her own to the table. You stand up for yourself. You're strong. You set boundaries. You're very protective over your marriage. You're going to be very conservative and closed off. So you're not going to be someone that's going to want to communicate and put a lot of your personal marriage business out there because the Queen of Swords is, again, very closed off and private about herself. She only communicates what you need to know. That's why she's head over heart, because she's not someone that opens up emotionally. She's healing, where she can heal the mind and the heart, but she's not someone that's going to be open about her emotions. She's going to communicate with you from a logical space. So you're going to be seen as a wife that holds her Knight of Cups energy, someone that holds that kind of Queen of Cups energy for your husband. So your husband is going to be someone that gets that emotional side of you that other people don't get to see often, or that other people are not able to have. Your husband and your children, or if you have children, will basically see you as at home a little different from the public. The public sees you as the Queen of Swords, who's strong, stern, stoic, stands in her power. She has authority. She's respected. She's not someone to be played with. With the Knight of Swords in her, she's hardworking. She's successful. She's well off. But at home, with that Knight of Cups energy, you're going to be loving and soft and nurturing and gentle. And you're going to show up in a very humble and harmonious way for your husband. So he's going to get the best of both worlds. Again, you're going to be seen as a prize because of this. So as a wife, you're going to be seen as someone, again, with a lot of authority over your husband and your household. You will be like a matriarch, like a strong figure over your household. And your husband is going to be able to depend on you when he can't depend on himself. Okay, so if something goes wrong, you're going to be seen as someone who can stand up and lead. You're going to be seen as a leader in your household. You're going to be seen as someone who, if you have to take the reins and you have to step into a King of Swords energy, you can. Because the Queen of Swords, as I mentioned, is a visionary. She's strong willed and she's determined and she leads. She doesn't follow. But with the Knight of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck, you're also someone, again, that's willing to follow your husband's lead. But you will still be someone, even if you're following your husband's lead, you will still be seen as your own woman who's also a leader in and of herself. Beautiful energy. So I am going to leave it there. If it resonated, please feel free to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. I thank you for clicking on the video, and hopefully you'll return to the channel to watch other topics on other readings. Welcome to your reading pile 2 regarding what kind of a wife or spouse will you be. I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards. I'm going to identify those cards for you, and then we're going to get into your reading. So the first card out for you is the Seven of Wands. It is followed by the Ace of Cups, and then the Four of Cups, then the Lovers, and then the fifth and final card out for you is the Ace of Wands. And the card energy at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So what kind of a wife will you be? How will you be perceived? You are going to be a wife that is well sought after. So I don't know how you feel about hearing that, but that's what I'm getting. With the Seven of Wands, it's a card of competition. It's a card of, and then of course, Wands energy is fiery, passionate, can be sexual energy. And with the Lovers and the Ace of Wands at the end, you're more than likely going to be viewed as a very sexy and attractive, powerful woman. People are going to view you as very enticing, very desirable. With the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you will be viewed as someone who is like a wish come true. Okay. Someone that's like the dream girl. Okay. Now, with the Seven of Wands coming out first, and then you have the Ace of Cups here, this again is people this is people wanting a new beginning with you, right? Because Ace of Cups is a card of new beginnings, new love, new relationships. And with the Seven of Wands coming out, that's passionate competition, passionate desire, for a new beginning. There are people who desire a new beginning with you. There are people who want to connect with you. There are people who want a chance with you, even though you're married and in a committed relationship. But with the Four of Cups coming out after that, you're not interested. And people can see this, even though they desire you, even though they may try, you're not interested in those people. You have no interest whatsoever in the competition. And I say that because the Lovers and the Ace of Wands comes out after that. And then what follows at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the opposite energy of the Four of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of satisfaction and contentment, being happy and having, one's own wishes come true. And that one is coming out at the bottom of the deck following the Lovers and Ace of Wands at the end, signifying that the reason you're not interested in the competition is because you have a fiery and passionate connection that already satisfies you. And with the Lovers and the Ace of Wands at the end, you guys will be viewed as a very highly intense and sexual couple. Even if you guys are simply standing next to each other and not really saying or doing anything, the energy and the bond and the chemistry between you two will be so overwhelmingly intense and lusty that people will be able to see it. So this could be a relationship where there's a lot of public displays of affection. People will be able to see that your husband is intensely attracted to you. His desire for you is something that is always going to be present. And obviously, people will understand why, because obviously, there are people wanting to compete for you and your attention. There are people wanting a new beginning, a chance with you. But your connection this could be like a high level soulmate or a twin flame, because the Lover's card is very deep. This is an intense, passionate connection. And then to have the Ace of Wands follow it, which is also a card of passionate new beginnings and passionate relationships, strongly sexual and highly desirable and desired relationships. Your connection is going to be seen as one that is very deep, right? So people will be able to tell that this is a connection that's not going to be easy to break. It's not going to stop them. With Seven of Wands, Wands energy is forceful, it's powerful. So this is not going to stop competition. People could compete for you and your spouse, but considering that we're asking about how you're going to be viewed, we're going to focus it on you because this is asking about you. There are going to be people desiring you. There are going to be people that are going to want you very badly. And especially because your connection is so intense and passionate, people are going to already see you as a sexy, attractive energy. And then to see the kind of desire and passion your husband has for you will give the implication that how you're showing up in the bedroom and behind closed doors, which is only going to heighten your attraction, and it's only going to make the competition wants you that much more. So you're going to be seen as someone though that is only desiring your partner. You two are going to be seen as only desiring each other, because there's a lot of Wands energy out here, and then of course Cups energy. So not only are you guys going to be viewed as a passionate, intense, sexually attractive couple, but you guys are going to be viewed with the Nine of Cups as a loving couple, as a couple that are each other's dream person. It's going to be seen like the ideal relationship, because it's and then with the Ace of Wands coming out on the Lovers, this is going to be seen as a connection where the passion will never die. The Lovers, the passion does not die. And then the Ace of Wands of constant new beginnings and growth in passion and sexual chemistry and love and soul. This is going to be a connection where the soul connection, the soul tie is deep. people will feel the energy that you guys share emanating from you. In other words, you guys can be completely, on two opposite ends of the room, talking to other people, and you two could maybe glance at each other, and the energy in that one simple glance could be felt by everyone around you. So this is going to be seen as a relationship that ages well, but where the fire constantly grows and is ever present. This is not going to be seen as a connection, that's very demure, which demure is great, but this is going to be seen as a connection where it's powerful. Like, this is going to be a powerful connection. You two are going to be seen as a very maybe joined at the hip, right? With the lover's energy, you're going to be seen as a couple where you don't see one without the other. And you're going to be seen as a couple that only has eyes for each other. You're going to be seen as a wife that only has eyes for your husband. People are going to see that this is the man that you desire, because you have all this competition come after you, but with that Four of Cups, you are not interested. That the idea of those energies bore you. And I think it's because your connection with your husband is so passionate and intense and spicy and on such a deep soul level that nothing else can compare to that. None of these other this other competition or people that's trying to intervene with your relationship or that's after you, they cannot hold a candle to what you feel with your partner. And people can see that. People can feel that. So as a wife, you're going to be viewed as someone that's sexy, that's attractive, that's loving, that's your husband's dream person. You're going to be seen as someone that only has eyes for your husband. You only have passion and desire for your husband, and vice versa. As a wife, you're going to be seen as someone that ignores other people's advances, but you're going to be seen as a trophy wife, honey. You're going to be seen as a trophy wife. You're going to be seen as very attractive. And I don't know if this competition is ever going to stop, right? Because we're just asking about how you're going to be viewed as a wife. I don't know if this is going to be something that prolongs even after the fact. But with this Lovers card, this is a connection that's more than likely going to stand the test of time, because this is a soul tie. This is not exactly a couple that's easily to part ways. This is not a couple that's going to be easy to get in between, because you are each other's wishes come true with this Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're going to be seen as a woman that is happy and content with her husband. You are not interested in anyone else. You're going to be seen as faithful, as devoted, as loyal, as sexy, as loving, as kind. You're going to be seen in a very high light, and it's going to draw in a lot of competition for you. And with the Lovers and Ace of Wands, I see that you guys could have children, because the Ace of Cups is out here, and that represents new babies as well. And then the Ace of Wands being a new beginning and a passionate new beginning, and also following the Lovers, you guys could be seen as great parents. This is signifying you may have a home life where there's a lot of children, especially with Lovers and Ace of Wands. You could have a lot of kids, and take it as it resonates, but that energy would produce a lot of children. It would produce a big family. And then with the Nine of Cups at the bottom, if you don't want children, then possibly in your case, that Nine of Cups could also signify a connection that's just between the two of you. Because Ten of Cups would signify that there are children in the home and it's a big home life, whereas Nine of Cups is more of a standalone energy. So just the lovers, and then that's it. Take it as it resonates. It could be either way, but either way, the dynamics of your relationship are going to be viewed the same way: passionate, spicy. As a wife, you're going to be viewed as attractive. You're going to be viewed as a prize. You're going to be viewed as someone who is devoted, someone who every other people want, everyone wants, we'll say most people want. You're going to be viewed as someone that is highly desired, highly sought after, someone even after marriage that other people want. You're going to be seen as someone that constantly has people making advances towards them, but you're going to be seen as only being devoted and faithful and loyal to your spouse. And I'm going to leave your reading there. If it resonated, please feel free to like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section. And I thank you for clicking on the video again. And of course, if you would like, you can go back to the channel and check out other videos on other topics. Welcome to your reading pile 3 regarding what kind of a wife and spouse will you be. I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards for you. We're going to identify those cards, and then we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. So the first card that comes out for you is the Page of Swords. It's followed by the Queen of Pentacles, which is followed by the Six of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Wands. The fifth and final card out for you is the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy is the Four of Swords. So what kind of wife will you be? A Queen of Pentacles energy. You're going to be someone that is practical, and you're also going to be viewed this way as a wife. Someone who's practical, someone who's traditional. You're going to want to contribute equally to your marriage and to your home life. So with the Queen of Pentacles, you are going to be someone who has their own money in their own right. You're going to be someone where it's going to be important for you to work or somehow contribute financially, because what follows the Queen of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is about charity. It's about generosity. It's about equal give and take. It's about giving to others. It's about taking care of others. It's going to be very important to you to take care of your husband, to take care of your children, and also take care of yourself, because the Queen of Pentacles is very refined. This is someone who is typically attractive. It's very important for her style to be on par. It's important for her to smell nice. It's important for her to be clean and tidy and organized. The Queen of Pentacles energy, it's important that her home life is comfortable and cozy. Um, Basically, Queen of Pentacles loves the finer things in life, and you're going to want to contribute that energy. So you're more than likely going to have a spouse who also obviously is well off, or at least earning their own income. But with the six, because the Six of Pentacles suggests that, but it's also suggesting that you're going to want to match that energy. You're going to want to put just as much into your home life on a nurturing and loving and financial in a loving and nurturing and financial way as your partner. With the 10 of Wands coming out after the Six of Pentacles, and then the Two of Pentacles coming out after the 10 of Wands, I am getting that, as I stated, in your relationship, in your marriage, in your family and home life, there's going to be a lot of responsibilities. It's going to be a lot of hard work. So you are going to be seen as someone, as the Queen of Pentacles, who is hardworking. You're going to be willing to take on that hard work. You're going to be seen, and you are going to show up as a wife who is very hard working on your marriage. You're going to work hard on your marriage. You're going to work hard on your finances. You're going to work hard showing up as a mother if you should have children. With the Two of Pentacles, that's about juggling priorities, and essentially it coming out after the 10 of Wands, and of course the Six of Pentacles also being out here. You're going to want to share in the responsibilities with your partner. You're willing to, and you will be share in the burdens, and burdens are just extra responsibilities. So essentially, you, especially by what you coming out as the Queen of Pentacles, you could be someone who is going to have a very important career or job. You could be someone where you and your spouse may have a business or something, but it's going to be something. And because of so much Pentacles out here, I'm getting the vibe that there's so much responsibility and so much hard work needed, because maybe you guys have like an empire, or maybe you guys have a business that you're running, or maybe you have a very important job where you have to um, put in more work than maybe the other people around you. But essentially, this is just suggesting to me that you guys will have a lot of money. You guys will have a lot of money, and that is requiring a lot of hard work, and it's requiring a lot of give and take from the both of you. If you guys have children, there's going to be a situation where there's going to have to be a balance of work-life balance, of work-life exchange your personal life and career. There's going to have to be an equal give and take there, and it's going to require a lot of hard work, but you're going to show up that way. With the Page of Swords coming out first, it reinforces the fact that you are not going to be overly you're not going to be overly concerned with how much energy you're having to put into your marriage. You're going to see it as worthy, because the Queen of Pentacles only invests her pentacles, her time, her energy in what she deems as worthy and as high value. So you are going to see your marriage and your home life as something that is worth investing in, that is worth the hard work, and you're going to be getting that in return. Because with the Six of Pentacles, you're going to realize that for everything you're putting in, you're getting even more out of it. So you're going to have a fair and balanced married life. This is how you're going to also show up as a wife, someone who is matching your spouse's energy, someone who wants to give as much as they receive. And again, could be a lot of overwhelming hard work because with the Four of Swords showing up at the bottom of the deck, this suggests a need for rest and relaxation, a need to retreat and take time off. So in your marriage, again, you guys are going to probably have a lot of abundance. And that is only going to be because you guys are going to be working hard. And essentially, this reading is suggesting that maybe even after all of the responsibilities and juggling, you guys will be a couple where you do take time to rest, you do take time to go on vacations, and you do take time to breathe. Because the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck is confirming that there is definitely going to be a need for some sort of solitude. Because with the Ten of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, you will basically be, you will find yourself day in and day out needing a routine and structure, which is fine because Queen of Pentacles is all about routines. She's all about structure. She's all about orderly and orderly situations and organization. But the Queen of Pentacles can oftentimes forget to take a break. So you could be a person even now, even if you're not married yet, you could be a person that's always been geared towards working on your career, working on your job, working hard, building your finances. Pentacles and money is going to be a very key element in this relationship. And you, as the Queen of Pentacles, are going to be a wife known for and that shows up as contributing a lot of money and comfortability to your relationship. This is going to be, you could be a power couple because with all of these pentacles out here and you showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, you two could definitely be a power couple. And the reason, again, I say that this could be a business that you own or that you operate or where you're the boss is because with the Page of Swords coming out before the Queen of Pentacles, this is a card of like new ideas and curiosity. It's a thirst for knowledge. Yeah, this is a restless energy. So like I said, yeah, you're going to run some sort of a business. You're going to have something within your career that's going to pull a lot of your energy away from you. And you and your spouse are more than likely going to be in this together. And I say that because we're asking what kind of a wife and spouse will you be? So more than likely, you're going to be a spouse who is working with your husband. You guys will either work together in the same company where you both may have a position of power and authority, or you're going to have your own business or your own organization of sorts that with this Page of Swords energy is going to be like your own idea, your own enterprise. And essentially, that is going to be the biggest key element of who you are as a wife, someone who is beautiful, someone who's elegant, someone who's respected, because Queen of Pentacles is respected, someone who's honorable. You're going to be loyal and dedicated and faithful as a wife. You're going to be someone who matches your husband's boss. Okay. You're going to be like your own boss that matches his boss. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's going to be a mutual energy. Okay. I'm also getting here that with this I'm also getting here that with this Two of Pentacles showing up at the end of the reading, there is going to be a need for time management. So maybe at some point in your marriage, like I mentioned earlier with the work-life balance, at some point in your marriage, you're going to probably pause, right? With the Four of Swords. And what I mean by pause is maybe there'll be a situation where if you guys are running a business, maybe you will call in other individuals to take over more responsibilities at some point to give you guys a chance to maybe rest and kind of focus more on your home life. So you will probably have a family business. With the Queen of Pentacles coming out as a wife, you're going to be seen as someone and show up as someone who works with their husband to maybe build an empire, right? Like something for the lineage, because Pentacles energy always gives me roots, right? It's investment. It's where you invest and you water, you plant a seed, you water it, and you watch it grow. So you're going to be seen as a wife who is known for building. You're not going to just be known for building this business and this income. You're going to be known for as a wife who builds up her husband in his enterprise. You're going to be known as a wife who invests in her husband. You're going to be known as a wife who supports her husband in everything he does. You're going to be known as a mother who invests, loves, and nurtures her children. You're going to be known as a wife who takes pride in herself. So you're going to want to look good for your husband. You're going to be the type of wife where it is very important to you that you look good for him, you smell good for him. And this is also for you because the Queen of Pentacles is a very refined energy, very conservative. So it's very important to her how she looks, how she appears, and how she shows up. And so you are going to be seen as a wife who, even though you're working hard, even though you're putting and exerting a lot of energy into this business, into this career, into your family, you're going to always make time for yourself. You're going to always make time to make sure that you are looking your best, you're smelling your best, you're showing up as your best. And to other people on the outside looking in, you may make this look easy, but with this Ten of Wands and Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this may not be easy for you. But you're going to do it because with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, you two together are going to make this work. So as a wife, you are going to be seen, I'm going to say it again, we're going to sum it up. You're going to be seen as beautiful, attractive, respectful, loyal to your husband, dedicated, investing, someone who matches their husband's boss. You're going to be seen as hardworking, nurturing, and loving as a mother if you have children, loving and nurturing and supportive to your husband. You're going to be seen as like his right hand, someone that he can depend on, because the Queen of Pentacles is dependable. She provides for others. So you're going to be seen as someone that your husband can depend on and rely on. You know, you're going to be seen as someone that's going to make him proud and happy to put in as much work as he's having to put in to build this. Okay. So that is how you're going to be seen as a wife. If this resonates, please feel free to like, subscribe, let me know in the comments. I do appreciate you for clicking on the video today, and hopefully you will return to the channel for other readings and other topics.